From news that's weird to topics so sweet, we're here together. Let's take a seat. Stories, games, and all that's new. It's all in the mix on Staying in Tune. Woohoo!
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
We have an intro song.
That's so tight. I actually like the way that felt.
It's good.
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. We'll see how long it lasts. It's so stupid.
Yeah.
All right, man. How does it go? How's it go?
It goes.
Yeah.
It does.
It doesn't feel right doing an intro after that.
Yeah, I feel like we still need it, though.
Yeah, right? Welcome back to Staying in Tune, everybody. My name's Eli. Brandon's right there.
Yeah, I am.
It's episode 41. We're rocking and rolling.
Woohoo!
This is going to be a long-lived joke from ChatGPT.
Yeah, it is.
From that previous episode. That's crazy. All right. I actually have a lot of things prepped today.
Nice, because I don't.
I know. And I didn't tell you this until just now, but I have a lot of stuff prepped, and we're not going to get through all of it, but it's going to be nice because, yeah.
That's cool.
All right. So yesterday was Friday. On Fridays for math class, teaching, right? All the 8th grade math teachers do this thing called Fun Fact Friday.
Fun Fact Friday.
Yep. Essentially what it is we have one Google slide each Friday. It has a couple fun facts on it. The things are like the actual numbers. They're all statistical fun facts.
Yeah.
Keep it little math related. All of the numbers are covered up, and then just have the students guess, and then we reveal it, and whoever was closest just gets some pride, right? Like that's all it is, right?
Yeah.
One of them yesterday is crazy, and I have to share it.
All right.
It's insane. Yesterday, we had one. It was, what percent of American adults think that chocolate milk comes from brown cows?
Was it? Wait, so it's multiple choice options?
Nope.
Or just
it's just what percent, and then we go and guess. So, like, what would you guess?
What would I guess?
Yeah.
I would guess that it is higher than I would want it to be.
Give me a number.
So
percent?
I would hope that it was like under 10%.
Okay.
If I'm being honest, I feel like it's closer to 20 to 30%.
Jesus. Holy crap, man.
I don't have a lot of faith in.
All right. It's 7%.
Is it 7%? Well, I'm happy then.
You won't be once I give you some details. So,
all right.
Both myself and this other math teacher that are in there think like exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
He's smarter than I am. I'll admit that. But we think so similarly. So when I saw 7%, I went to Google and figured out what the population of the United States is.
Right.
That is above 18 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And then I took 7% of that. That's over 20 million people in this country, Brandon.
20 million people.
That's more people than live in the state of Wisconsin by far.
Yikes.
By far. That's more people than live in most of the states.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And then, so the other teacher thinks similarly, right?
Yeah.
He thought about it in a slightly different sense. 7% is roughly 1 in every 14 adults.
1 in every 14 adults.
So how many people do you think you've walked past today that believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows?
Oh, boy.
1 in every 14 is wild, dude.
It is wild.
It's wild. And then we were making it was funny. Said, so how many staff in this building do you think believe chocolate milk comes from brown cows?
I hope 0.
The students that were in the room started plotting. They're like, I bet this guy believes it. I was like, come on, man. We're just saying stuff. I doubt it. They're all teachers. Like, come on, man.
That's fun.
It was funny, though.
Yeah.
That's a crazy statistic.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, dude.
I don't even know, man.
You know what I always wonder when I hear, like, literally any statistic that's, like, survey-based? Because I'm assuming they, like, asked people.
Oh, yeah. So I should say the other thing, right? This isn't some, like, wishy-washy, like, statistic that you'd find on, like, BuzzFeed or something.
Yeah.
This was a survey conducted by the U.S. government in 2017.
Nice.
So it's, like, kind of legit. I had to look that up yesterday evening after I got home. I was like, wait, what if it's just some like bogus stat? No, there's like actual numbers involved with it.
Well, what I was going to say is still going to apply. I wonder how many of these people are like answering honestly, or if they're just like skewing it just because they think it would be funny.
Right. Like,
and I feel like specifically with something like this, like if I was asked this question, I'd be like, oh, dude, you already know chocolate milk comes from brown cows.
that's funny.
Like, just like honestly, who is 100% answering any survey
That looks like that.
100%
Yeah.
how they actually believe?
Yeah.
And how many people get this survey and they're like, man, I'm just going to click through this. Whatever happens is what happens.
Also true.
You know?
Also true. How valid is the survey? There's a lot to be asked there. Because definitely,
I wonder that all the time about whenever I hear a statistic of any sort.
And you should think that for all of those things. But yeah, it makes me wonder. Also, I thought the same thing.
Yeah. But
there's the fact that it's a government survey that includes a question like that is wild.
Our government be getting on top of this stuff.
They
know what's up.
They're really digging into the hard-hitting topics, man. It's insane.
Yeah, well, we know it's important.
Yeah, right? Right?
So what else do you got there?
Oh, dude. Just like everything, man.
Yeah.
I'm deleting that so I don't think about that again. Did I ever talk about on this podcast me golfing for the first time?
No, I don't think so.
I don't even know if I've told you about it.
No.
So this summer, I meant to talk about it for like multiple weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I went golfing for the first time.
Okay.
With a friend of mine who's been golfing all summer. He started this summer. He's been golfing all summer. And one of his younger brothers.
Yeah.
And his younger brother works at the golf course.
Mm.
And everybody that was there knew my friend. And I was just there. I was like, all right, cool. I'm here. Dude, I suck, bro. But I don't suck that bad. Like, for my first time golfing, literally ever, like, I've been to a driving range once, and it was when I was in elementary school. Okay? So, like, doesn't count. So, literally my first time holding a golf club, swinging it, not mini golf. Right? Dude, I only whiffed at the ball, like, 2 times.
Nice.
I'm kind of goated.
Yeah.
Like, seriously goated.
No, that sounds really good, like, beginning out.
Yeah, and I lost less golf balls than his younger brother did. Nice. And he works there, so he plays there all the time. So I was like, dude, I felt pretty good about myself.
Yeah, that's good.
It was sweet. It was fun, dude.
I was going to ask, like, what's your overall opinion of the experience?
So the reason why it was so cool for me is because I've always just looked at, like, golf and, like, yeah, that's an expensive sport that I don't think I would want to get into.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually not that expensive around here.
Okay.
Like, if I buy, and I'm going to, like, I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. If I buy a used set of golf clubs on, like, Facebook Marketplace, I can get an okay set for, like, $150.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Not bad. That's cheaper just to start, like, all the equipment than mountain biking and skiing are for me. Right? Cheaper, by far. Golfing there for, like, 9 holes or whatever, and a cart, or for 9 holes for sure, is like $20.
Oh, yeah, that's not... I feel like it would be a lot more than that.
Yeah, that's cheaper than skiing by like a mile.
Yeah.
It's not even close. And I think the cart's included. I'm not 100% sure. I haven't looked at it.
Mm.
Like, since my buddy's brother worked there, we got like $8 per person, which was nuts, dude.
Yeah.
And I was borrowing my buddy's clubs, which was a big risk on his end, dude. That could have gone south real fast.
Yeah.
But like, hey, I was like, it was so sick though.
Oh, yeah.
It was sick, but I hate driving a golf cart, dude. That's terrifying.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I just feel like I'm destroying the green.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, like I'm destroying. You don't drive the golf cart on the green. I should be clear about that. But like I'm destroying the fairway and everything, even though I know I'm not. But like when I'm driving, I'm like, why do I feel like I have to be extra careful on all this stuff? But it was good. I suck. Like I couldn't get any lift on the ball 90% of the time.
Yeah.
But I did figure out how to use, what's it called? A wedge. Not a sand wedge, but like I don't even remember what it was called, dude. But I figured out how to use it by the like last couple holes. And I was like dinking them up hills and stuff, dude. It was so sick.
That's cool.
It was so sick. Highly recommend.
Okay.
And I've only gone once. I haven't gone back since. But like this next spring, I think I'm a scour the marketplace for a used set of clubs so I can start doing it every once in a while.
Nice.
I think it'll become an every once in a while thing for me. It was real fun.
Cool. That's a good recommendation for the listeners.
Yeah, dude, it was sweet.
When I hear golf, I say that does not look or sound like something I want to be doing.
Dude, I think you would actually enjoy it.
Maybe I would. I don't know.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
And my buddy was like, "Yeah, dude. Like, let's just go." I was like, "All right, whatever. Well, I'll go there. I'm down to chill. Like, it'll be entertaining. You guys will be laughing at me the whole time.
Oh yeah.
It'll be super funny." And I just talk smack when I'm doing competitive things. Any sport, I talk so much smack, and I rarely back it up. But I talk so much crap, dude.
Right.
It doesn't matter the sport, like basketball, baseball, soccer, disc golf, like anything in between. I talk crazy smack, and I never back it up.
Yeah.
So that's what I was doing the whole time. It was really fun. It was fun though.
Disc golf.
I love.
I'm
disc
down
golf.
for that. That's fun,
dude.
I enjoy that.
Love disc golfing.
I haven't done that since high school Phi Ed class.
Dude, get some discs.
That would be fun.
And I will play. I always have discs in the back of my car.
Yeah, that would be fun to do. We should do that
it's
sometime.
super fun. Here's a disc golf story. It's not even on my list, but I'll tell you one. So Jesus and I, a buddy of mine, went disc golfing in Baraboo at the campus this spring. And we got there, and there was these two other guys getting out of their car. They're older. One of them's in like their 30s and one of them's in their 60s. And they come up to us and they're like, "Hey, you want to do some 2-on-2?" And I was like, "No, dude, we suck." And I was straight up with him. I was like, "Dude, we're trash. You do not want to play us." Yeah. And he's like, "Nah, it's super casual, whatever." And I was like, "All right." And Jesus was like, "Yeah, man, sure." I was like, "All right, let's do it." Yeah. And we played them. And it was we lost by, I think, 4 at the end of the day. Like, we were 4 behind them. Mm-hmm. We had 4 more throws than them because it was play the best throw out of the two of you.
Okay.
So, like, I threw and then Jesus threw. Whoever the better throw, we played from there. And then we both got a throw from there until we putted, right? So we played like that. And we only lost by, like, 4. It was pretty good. Yeah. But partway through, dude, this guy in his 30s was zinging them, dude. I'm telling you, throwing them 100+ yards. Yeah. Easy. Per drive. I was like, dude, how are you doing that? Like, this is crazy. Yeah. And the other guy, I think, smoked a whole pack, by the way, when we were out there. It was insane. He was just... And he was like, "Yeah, man, this guy sucks." Like, every time I play with him, I've beat him one time in like 15 years. I was like, Jesus, man. And you still play with this guy? But whatever. This guy that's like literally flinging him. He's like a slingshot. It's wild. Is like, "All right, here's what you got to do. First of all, you got to throw over your shoulder. And you got to like, he's literally teaching me how to throw a Frisbee. Like, I've thought my whole life I've thrown a Frisbee. I've known how to throw a Frisbee. Yeah. Not a single thing I've been doing was correct. I'm telling you. I've been throwing under the elbow, right? It needs to be over the shoulder. Like, you throw the disc over the shoulder. Yeah. You literally twist your whole body like it's one of those like spinny battle cars, right? Yeah. That are, I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. But like, you have to twist your whole body, everything. I realized how rigid I am as a human. I'm like a 2x4 in relation to what I need to be like. I realized that I'm weak as anything. I realized that my back sucks. And like, dude, and like the position of your thumb on the disc. The guy that was smoking like crazy was like, I'm never going to see you again. I might as well teach you some things too. And then he started like putting his thumb in different spots. It was like, see, when I put my thumb closer into the disc, it hooks to the left. If I put it closer to outside of the disc, it hooks right. I was like, what, dude? This is wild. And Jesus was just sitting there laughing at me, watching the whole thing, because they're both teaching me and totally ignoring him. Yeah. But it was crazy, dude. It's like a huge science on how to throw a disc.
Oh, yeah. People get into that like crazy.
Yeah. And after that, this spring, I still suck, but I can throw it farther. Mm-hmm. Like, I think I got an extra, like, probably 20 to 30 yards on my throws, on my drives now. It's crazy.
That's awesome.
It's so cool.
I feel like I remember hearing like all those like things that you were just saying in gym class.
Right? I think I heard him too.
Yeah.
But just seeing it from somebody
Who like does it?
Oh, and he was professional at one point. Like he had.
That's
gone
what I was going to
pro
ask you. Like,
in disc golf.
what is the skill level here?
Dude's like classic Wisconsinite who never could make it in any sports. He's electrician.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah.
But he's gone pro in disc golf and cornhole.
Nice.
Yeah, dude. It's like world class Wisconsinite.
That's the way to go.
We could put him in the Hall of Fame for Wisconsin. To be fair.
That's nice. Yeah, that would be fun to go out and do that.
Yeah, man, it's a good time.
I just gotta go out and do things more in general.
Yeah, dude. Madison has a lot of
All
disc
over the
golf things
place.
too, yeah.
Yeah.
Next time I'm in Madison, we could disc golf. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Again, they're always in my car, so as long as you have discs, we're cool. You can also borrow one of mine, but not worried about it. All right. Here we go. I have a new segment that you don't know about yet.
A new segment?
Yep.
Dude, we'd be introducing so many new segments on this thing.
Yeah. So I got inspiration from TikTok. I think it's the Breadbasket podcast. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
We got inspiration from them for the draft.
Yep.
Right? So they had one thing the other day, and I modified it a little bit for a game of higher or lower.
Higher or lower?
Yep. So
Okay.
I'm going to tell you, and it's based on IQ of cartoon characters and real life characters according to the internet.
Okay.
So what they did was they had the list of 10 characters.
Yep.
And they kept eliminating them, trying to get leave the last one have the lowest IQ. We're just going to play a game of higher or lower until you fail.
Okay.
All right? So the first one, higher or lower. Give it easy for you. Who has a higher... All right. Let's play it like this. You've seen... So I'm kind of winging it right now. This was an idea last night. Batman's IQ, according to Google, is 192.
Okay.
Is Patrick Star higher or lower?
Come on, dude. It's got to be lower.
Lower, right?
Yeah.
His is 60.
Okay.
All right. So easy one to start.
Yeah. So I'm going to be honest real quick.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about IQ science.
No, very little of this is science.
Okay.
It's just estimation.
I'm just saying what is the high end of IQ numbers?
I think genius. That's a good question.
Because I don't really know
Siri.
what the scale is here.
What IQ do you need to be considered a genius?
An IQ score of 140 or above is considered to be a genius IQ.
140.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 140
I know what we're working with now.
or more is genius. So Batman is certainly a genius.
Yeah, what was his again?
192.
192?
Yeah.
Dude.
Bruce Wayne's off the chain. All right. All right. So Patrick was 60. Is SpongeBob higher or lower?
Then
Patrick.
Higher.
Higher. Yes. Not by a ton. SpongeBob's
Okay.
IQ
Yeah,
is 85.
I can see that. Okay.
So SpongeBob's was 85. Is Scooby-Doo higher or lower?
Ooh. Oh.
Again, this is all according to Google based on estimations.
Scooby-Doo. I don't want to get out this early, dude. I'm going to say lower.
It is lower. Not
All
by a
right.
lot, though.
All right.
Scooby-Doo's estimated IQ is 70.
70, okay.
Okay, we have a whole bunch of dummies so far.
Yeah.
Besides Batman. Scooby-Doo's was 70. Is the Joker higher or lower?
That's got to be higher.
Yes, significantly higher.
Yeah.
Joker is a genius as well with an IQ of 160.
Yeah, I would actually guess that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
160. So Joker was 160. Is Albert Einstein higher or lower?
Got to be higher.
Higher?
Yeah.
According to Google, it's the same. So you're still in. It's
Okay.
also 160.
Okay.
I think Google might have said 162. So I just rounded it down to 160.
Yeah.
Einstein was 160. Does Snoop Dogg have a higher or lower IQ than Einstein?
No way. This is a question right now.
It is, dude.
I know what I want my answer to be, and I feel like it's going to be wrong.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go wild here. I feel like the go-to answer would be lower, but I'm just going to say higher.
You think Snoop Dogg has a higher IQ than Einstein?
I feel like you're trying to trip me up here.
Well, you're wrong. It is lower.
Okay.
Snoop Dogg has an IQ of 147 though, so he is technically a genius.
Well, I figured it would be. I figured it'd be pretty high.
Dude's incredibly smart.
Yeah.
Do you want to know the other ones that I had prepped just for fun?
Yeah.
Because we're not going to probably do this IQ one again. I'll have higher, lower, different topic next time.
Right.
The next one I had was Yoda, who has an IQ of 200.
200.
Yeah, dude is crazy smart. All right. That should be expected, though.
Yep.
The next one I had was Stewie Griffin.
Oh, Stewie Griffin. That's got to be pretty high, too, I feel like.
155.
Yeah.
Super genius there. Dexter from Dexter's Laboratory.
All right. What are we sitting at?
200.
200. No way he's on the same level as Yoda.
He is, man, according to
heck?
the internet, man. The next one was Jimmy Neutron
Okay.
at 210.
No way.
Dude's smarter than Yoda.
Nobody's smarter than Yoda.
Jimmy Neutron, man.
No.
And the last one I had was Wile E. Coyote.
2.
No, dude's actually pretty smart. 110.
110.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wile E. Coyote's cooking. How'd you like that?
I like the idea. I think I might like it better with a different topic.
Yeah, I think so. I think
I do like it.
I've never thought of cartoon characters' IQ.
Yeah. No, that's a good thing to think about.
And I thought it was really interesting in the moment. So I just ran with it.
No, that's cool.
So let's run that.
So higher or lower?
Yeah.
That's the segment.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I think we keep it for a little bit at least.
Sure.
You got anything?
No, dude.
Literally nothing.
I got nothing. I'm so like...
I'll keep steering the ship if you want,
I'm
dude.
wiped out right now. What's going on? New Linkin Park song. We already talked about that a bit.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit on here, though.
Yeah.
So Emptiness Machine, The Emptiness Machine by Linkin Park. New head singer.
Yep.
Feel good about it?
I love it. I know there's a lot of mixed feelings out there. I've been doing a little bit of research now since we talked about it.
There's a kind of an upsetting amount of mixed feelings about it. I love it as well, just to be super clear.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan personally.
Yep, I've listened to it a couple times today already.
Yeah.
Amazing song. It has great Linkin Park feel to it. It feels like a Linkin Park song from like 2010.
Yeah.
Like it just does.
I feel like that's where a lot of the controversy is coming from, feeling that it wouldn't be the same.
But it does. That's the thing.
It does feel the same. I feel like it feels...
And I like
they couldn't have done better. Like
I like that they have a female vocalist.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives it a new dimension, which I think will help Linkin Park as a band, as a group, to be able to continue for a longer period of time with fresh music.
Yep.
Right? And I recognize the fact that it's not the same band as when they started. They don't have a lot of the same people.
Yeah. Well, this happens to a lot of bands, though.
Right. It has to change over time. Mm-hmm. And there was an interview. I can't remember any of their names right now. I'm struggling. But there was an interview where they were talking about it. And they're like, yeah, if we changed, like, we thought about changing the name of the band and everything. Mm-hmm. But then when they recorded the album, because they have an album coming out in November.
Oh, sweet.
Which is dope.
I was just going to say, I'm like super excited to hear more. So.
Yeah, they have an album coming out in November. The Emptiness Machine's on that album.
Oh, perfect.
When they were making it, when they finished it, they were like, yeah, this sounds like a Linkin Park song. Even if we named the band something else, everyone would know it's a Linkin Park song.
Yeah.
Like, so what's the point of renaming the band or any of that stuff if it sounds like a Linkin Park song?
Right.
And then you can't, I know it's like tragic and everything, but it's hard to ask people that are really passionate about something to stop doing what they're doing forever in light of tragedy. Tragedy.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, you can tell people to stop doing what they're doing out of respect for a certain period of time.
Oh, yeah.
But forever is crazy.
No, they got to do their thing.
Right. Like, that's what everybody in Linkin Park loves to do.
Yeah.
So they should be allowed to do it still. And they should be allowed to move on. They've spent that was in 2017. So they've spent the last 7 years pretty much not making music.
Yeah.
And not performing. And
stuff. If that's the reason why, I feel like that's more than enough time.
That's what I think too. I think 7 years, that proves that they have so much respect. Chester.
Yeah.
so much respect for Chester, and that they care so much about Chester's legacy that they tried.
Mm-hmm.
But if you try like that hard and you go so far, in the end, it still matters. But that was good, dude. That was good. You know what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
Though. You do know what I'm trying to get at.
Absolutely. I don't know. It's just they got to keep doing their thing.
Right. And I liked the twist that her voice, I can't remember her name right now, her voice puts on the old Linkin Park songs in live performance.
Yeah, I've seen some of the videos.
Yeah, after watching, like, I've watched almost that whole live performance that's recorded.
Yep.
Big fan of it. It has a different feel to it, so I understand how that puts people off.
Right.
I do understand that. But I personally like that, and I think it's totally it adds a new layer to it, so I'm totally cool with it.
No, I think it's a great way for them to almost say like start a new era, for themselves.
I think so too, and I think you can be the same band with a different era of like music and time. So I'm totally okay.
I mean, I feel like it's not that much different than like when an artist decides to change genres or something, like what Post Malone did recently.
He's done that like 4 times.
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel like it's very equivalent to that kind of concept.
100%. I totally agree. Speaking of new music, also, we can stay on the topic. Eminem dropped an expanded edition to his most recent album.
Yeah, I didn't know about that.
There's 3 new songs on it and 1 new interlude.
When did this happen?
Thursday?
Okay.
Thursday night or Friday? I think Thursday night. So it's brand new. And they're all right. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say about it.
Does it hold up to the rest of the album, or does it feel like it didn't really need to be there? Or like it should have been its own thing, maybe.
Like it. So the second song, the middle song of the 3, I think doesn't need to be there.
Okay.
The first one on there is Fuel again.
Oh, okay.
But instead of it being with JID, who is the original feature, he has a new verse on it, which I don't like his verse on it. It sounds weird.
Right.
You'll understand it when you listen to it.
Yeah.
But it also has a verse from 2 people on his record label. So it's Fuel Shady Edition.
Okay.
Is what it is. And I like the concept of it. It's really cool. And both of the other 2 artists' verses are incredible. Yeah. They're great. And then the last song on it is with 2 Chainz. Oh. And it's called Kyrie and Luca. And it is a good song. It's a good song. They both have really good verses.
I'll be listening to that as soon as I leave here, probably. Yeah. Or maybe even before I leave here, honestly.
It's pretty good. Yeah. No, it's not anything stellar in my mind. Yeah. But they're good. It's good. And
yeah, I've still been listening to the album like in full. Like this week, a couple of days ago, I listened to the whole thing on my drive.
Yeah. Super valid.
Been driving a lot this week.
I've been getting the country music.
Okay.
Lightly.
Okay.
I have a playlist of 13 songs.
Couldn't be me, dude, but I'll listen about it.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, man. It's a good playlist, man. Yeah. It's a good playlist. It's my driving music right now. It's so good. I had Lane approve at the time. It was 11 songs. He approved the 11 songs that were on there. He's like, that's pretty good. Sweet. I've added 2 since then. It's so fun, dude. I love it. Mostly just 2 of the 13 that are on there. Yeah. But like those 2, it's top tier.
I have to be fair, like I can definitely appreciate country music from like a musician standpoint, like just for the art form of it, and but it's just not my taste. It's really not
valid. Super valid. So last week, after we stopped recording, I showed you this pizza dough stuff. Yeah. Okay. So
I forgot about that. I'm happy that you're giving me an update on this.
So for the listeners, I'm trying to save money right now, immensely. Like I'm hunkering down, buckling down big time. So I went grocery shopping and I was going to make homemade pizza. I was like, all right, homemade pizza, cheaper than buying frozen pizza or going to like Domino's or something, right?
Yeah.
Totally cool. Dude, the homemade, like the pre-made crusts are like super expensive. And by the time you get the pre-made crust and the ingredients, you're paying more than you would for frozen pizza. So then I was like, all right, why would I do that? But then below those pre-made crusts are powder mixes for pizza dough. And they're like $1.20 at my grocery store that I go to. So I was like, all right, screw it. I'm going to try it. So I bought like 3 different types.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's cheap. And each one makes a 12 to 14 inch pizza. I was like, all right. Dude, those things are sick.
Okay.
They're actually super dope.
Happy to hear it.
Like, way better than both the brands I've tried so far. I tried a Betty Crocker one. And I can't remember what the other one was I tried. But both of them made bussin' pizza crust.
Nice. So how does this mix work? Like, do you add other stuff to it?
Not a lot. So it's kind of like a pancake mix. Or it's pretty much like a pancake mix.
You just add some moisture to it, I'm guessing?
Add water.
Yeah.
Add a certain amount of water. Mix it for a while. Let it sit for 5 minutes. And then one of the Betty Crocker one didn't tell me I need to do this, but I did it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I pre-cooked it for like 5 minutes. Took it out. Put the stuff on it. Like the ingredient, the sauce, the cheese, the pepperoni.
Yeah.
And on the Betty Crocker one, I put chicken on it too. And then put it back in for the rest of the time. And it cooked it perfectly, both times.
Okay.
Some of them want you to add a little bit of oil to it. But it's vegetable oil and water. Everything else is already done for you. So it's literally like a pancake mix.
Nice.
It's sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that out then. I was very skeptical when you were telling me about it.
So was I. But like, it's better than if I've had those pre-made pizza crusts before.
Yeah.
It's better than that.
Okay.
It is. And it's better than frozen pizza for sure too.
Oh yeah.
Like it's nice.
Yeah, now that I'm hearing you like describe how the process works, I feel like I would actually expect it to be better.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But like if I think of the cost for it, right? So it's $1, say 50 for the powdered pizza dough mix.
And that just makes one, right?
And that makes one pizza.
Okay.
12 to 14 inches. So for me, that's 2 meals. I cut it into 2 meals. I don't eat the whole thing in one sitting. And then the sauce, I bought cheap pizza sauce. I'm trying to save money. So I just bought cheap pizza sauce, added some spice to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even through the one thing yet. Like not even halfway through it. And that was $1.50. So let's say per pizza right now, I'm at $2. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I buy shredded cheese. Already pizza blend, right? Like essential everyday, which is like $3, right? That makes like 3 pizzas. So I cut that in a third. That's like another $1. So that's $3 for this pizza so far.
Yeah.
Pepperoni, another $3, $4 for the roni. It's like a $4 pizza.
Yeah.
And it's dope. It's so much better than a $4 frozen pizza.
That's awesome.
Like it's very nice. Highly recommend.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it requires a whole lot of work either.
No, it's pretty basic. Like if you have a mixing bowl,
yeah,
that's it. That's all you
How
need.
long does it cook for?
Not very long, like a frozen pizza time.
Yeah.
Like I put it in there, I think it's 450 for 5 minutes to pre-cook.
Mm-hmm.
Or I might have done 4 minutes. And then I just kind of eyeball it, but it's roughly between 7 and 10 more minutes.
Nice.
So a total of probably 20 minutes to make the whole pizza from start to finish.
Yeah, I'm going to try it out.
Dude, it's nice.
I really am.
It's nice. I went to Aldi the other day and I was looking for one, and they don't have it at Aldi, but I was like, whatever.
Mm.
I didn't really expect them to. It's Aldi, but
yeah,
it was legit. All right. Ready for a number breakdown?
A number breakdown.
Here's the second number breakdown of the day.
All right.
So you remember when I did the stop sign rant? When I figured out how many stop signs are in the world and then what that stack them on top of each other, how tall it would get?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Or no, those are just road signs, not stop
road
signs.
signs. That's why I was confused. You said stop sign. I'm like, dude, I don't remember.
I did something. I calculated some stuff that's less extreme, but with grass. So the average height of a cut blade of grass is about 2 inches, right? Like it gets cut and sits for like a day or so, right? It's about 2 inches per blade of grass. There's about 55 blades of grass per square inch.
All
right? Which is also, by the way, more than I was expecting per square inch.
That's only a lot.
It doesn't.
Square inch, that's like just like a spot.
Yeah.
Like right there.
And there's 55 blades of grass in there, apparently. There's 144 square inches per foot. 12 times 12. Which means that there's 22,320 blades of grass per square foot.
I feel like that sounds like way too many.
Right? Because if you think of a square foot, the easiest thing in my mind to visualize is like a floor tile
Yeah.
is 1 foot by 1 foot. So you're telling me in one floor tile, there is over 22 blades of grass. That's wild. Okay? If I stack those on top of each other, right, each one was about 2 inches, that would be about 44,640 inches tall. So I take every blade of grass, line them up in a tower on top of each other.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Which is 3,720 feet high. And the Burj Khalifa is only 2,700 feet tall.
Wow.
So if you take all of the blades of grass, theoretically, according to the internet, and stack them on top of each other, you will have a tower that is 1,000 feet taller than the Burj Khalifa.
1,000 feet taller than the Burj Khalifa.
Yeah. Just from 1 square foot of grass.
I don't believe that there's that many blades of grass in a square foot.
I think, honestly, I might need to go out, measure out a foot by a square foot, and count the blades of grass, and see if I get. I might need to. I will do it by per square inch.
Dude,
I'm not going to count out 22,000.
If
blades
it
of
is
grass.
actually 22,000, you're going to be sitting there counting for a while.
I'll do a square inch and I'll count.
I feel like, okay, I've mowed a lot in my life.
See, okay,
There's no way that there's that much blades of grass in that small amount of space.
All right. I will record a video of myself this weekend counting a square inch. I will get rulers. I have some at school. I will measure out a square inch of space on grass, and I will count the blades of grass.
You don't have anything going on
I
right
have
now, do you?
nothing going on right now at all. I have time to do that. If I count 55 blades of grass, or even in that range,
Yeah.
in that square inch, this is factual, and you can't really deny that.
All right, I'm
'Cause
excited to hear what happens with this.
That square inch measurement or count is what all the other numbers are based off of.
Right.
So if that's true, then everything else is true.
This is crazy. There's no way.
I'm telling you, dude.
There's no way.
All of those shavings of grass that you've mowed, you could stack that probably well into space, dude.
Oh, for sure.
At that rate, so.
Dude, so, okay. How many did you say was in a square inch?
55.
55.
Which also, you could figure that out if I take a ruler, right, and I put, or even like my pinky, right? Put that on the ground and I just count how many blades of grass it takes to go from my pinky over. I just square that number.
Yeah.
So how many blades of grass do you think? Like if you stick out your pinky, how many blades of grass do you think grow from the tip of your pinky to the base of your pinky?
Yeah, when you say it that way, I feel like it might be kind of close.
It's more
I
than
don't
7, right?
Yeah.
7 squared is 49, which is dang close to 55. I don't even think I have to measure this anymore. I think I've kind of proven it, right? So if you think of this, like my pinky's more than an inch, probably an inch ends like right here. 7 blades of grass definitely grow from the tip of my pinky to right there.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Just in a line, 7 by 7's 49. I think it could, honestly, it could probably be 8, depending on the patch of grass, which would be 64. So 55 is perfectly in the middle of that.
I don't want to believe it, but I mean,
I don't even think I have to prove it anymore.
I think you just did.
I think I just proved
You
it.
really did.
Yeah. And there's video evidence because we're recording this episode.
Yeah.
This is sick.
Yeah.
I'm not going to waste my time this weekend now measuring out grass. Nobody will see a video of me counting grass. That has been canceled.
Dang it.
All right. We got a draft.
Yeah, we do.
We
Bringing
have a
back
draft.
the draft.
For the first time in a long time.
A long time.
Right? We haven't revisited this since we revamped the podcast. So this is going to be good. The draft this week is going to be on mythical creatures. So we're going to take turns one at a time drafting mythical creatures. We get top 5. And then you guys that are listening or watching right now can vote to see who had the better draft out of us two. Yeah, we haven't done this in a long time, so it should be really good. All right. Both of us, just for reference, are just looking at a list of mythical creatures from Google. And we're just pulling off that. So here we go. Ready?
Yeah, who's going first?
I've lost every draft ever.
Yeah, you have.
I also think that should be noted. I've never won a draft. All right. For those of you who are newer, it's been a long time. I've literally never won a draft. So me winning this would be amazing. So I'm going to start.
All right. You
All
go
right.
ahead and start. You need all the help you need.
My first pick for the mythical creatures draft is going to be Bigfoot.
Bigfoot.
Yes. Give me Bigfoot for the first pick.
That's a good choice.
Right? I think so. There's a lot of good choices, though. I don't think we're going to have any bad choices.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options, but Bigfoot's my number one.
That's good. Yeah, you got me thinking in a different route than I was going after I just heard you say that.
All right.
So for my first pick, I'm gonna go with I can't say this.
Okay.
The Abominable Snowman.
Oh, the Abominable Snowman, dude?
Yeah.
That's a goated pick. I'll give it to you. He's like the snow version of Bigfoot.
Yeah. So we're going with the snow Bigfoot. Because
snowy Bigfoot.
I can't
dude.
say the other one.
Valid. That's a good pick. I was not going to go him, but he might be one of my favorite mythical creatures.
Oh, nice.
Just because he's so cool. The snowy Bigfoot, dude.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right. My number 2 pick. I'm going to go with the dragon.
Oh, okay. I should have took that.
Yep, you should have. I got dragon.
I really should
Got
have
it on
took
lock. I got Bigfoot and a dragon. There
Dragon.
we go.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Right? I think I'm doing good.
So I'm looking at my list here. See some interesting stuff on here.
All right.
We're gonna take the Hydra.
Hydra.
So this is like
What's that from? Is that from Greek mythology?
there's like a bunch of snake heads on this thing.
Yeah, I see
Right.
a picture of it. What's that from, though?
So that's
Yeah,
what I'm
Greek
going
mythology. I know my
Yeah.
stuff. There we go. All right, cool.
with. That's gonna be my number 2 pick.
All right. You're going to get cooked this draft, by the way. There's no way you're winning this.
All right.
There's no way. Because for my number 3 pick, give me the Loch Ness Monster. Lock it in, dude.
Yeah.
You're cooked.
Yeah.
We could end it now.
I'm not a mythical creature guy.
You have a full thing in front of you. That's what I'm pulling off of too.
I do. Okay. Number 3 pick. Let's take a centaur.
A centaur?
Centaur, dude.
It's also from Greek mythology.
Yeah.
All right. You got a Greek mythology list plus the Abominable Snowman.
Yeah. That's the only one on my list saving me right now.
That is true. I'm not gonna... What are you doing?
I'm going on my list.
What a terrible list.
All right.
No offense.
Yeah.
My number 4 pick is going to be a werewolf.
Werewolf. All right.
I'll take a werewolf.
All right.
I'm just locking in all the classics. That's where I'm at right now.
Dude.
I feel so good about this.
We're going off list here.
Yeah.
Going with the Chupacabra.
That's a good one. There you go.
Chupacabra.
There you go. Now you're back. You back. That's a good one.
We're doing good.
Yeah. That's your 4. My 5. There's a lot of good options on what I'm looking at right now. I think... Ooh, it's between 3 of them. Crap. It's bad when I gotta pick between 3 options. I'm gonna go with... Ooh. Shoot, dude. Wait, that's a mythical creature? What? I just thought that was a word. That's crazy. Behemoth is a mythical creature.
Behemoth.
That's not what I'm picking.
Oh, it's not. Okay.
But
Okay.
I just thought like that's a descriptive word. Like that's a
Hold
behemoth
up. Let
of
me
a
look
human.
this up. Behemoth.
Apparently that's a mythical creature.
Let's see. Whoa.
Right?
What is that?
I don't know. I want to know everything about it now though. It's from I'm assuming that's Greek mythology also.
It looks like
But it's wild.
like if you mixed an elephant and an ape.
You're not necessarily wrong. You're not really that wrong on that one. Well, I'm going to go with For my last one here, for
All
my
right.
number 5, I've actually switched it completely from what I was going to do. I'm going to go with an ogre.
An ogre.
Yeah. Shout out to
Okay.
Shrek. I'm going with an ogre.
You got a pretty good list going here, not gonna lie.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I do
Not gonna
feel
lie.
incredible about this right now.
I'm gonna try to bring it back here.
Okay.
Number 5 pick. I'm gonna take the Phoenix.
Also pretty good. It's not probably what I would have gone with. Some of the ones that I was debating between real quick before we go back through it were Fairy, Cyclops, Banshee, and Basilisk.
Hmm.
Basilisk from Harry Potter,
Mm-hmm.
right? Banshee's just such a good word.
Yeah,
and
it is.
so cool. Fairy is like classic. Everybody, like in every culture, there's
Yeah.
a fairy somehow,
Right.
right? That's embedded into the culture. And Cyclops is iconic in Greek mythology, so that's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
There's so many options. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was stunned.
No, me too. I was just thrown off here when you took my dragon pick. I should have just put it at number 1.
A dragon might have helped you in this immensely. If you had
Because-
dragon and abominable snowman, I think you would probably win this.
Yeah, but now you don't think I'm going to.
No, because Bigfoot, dragon, Loch Ness monster, werewolf, and ogre is a goated draft class, dude. That's such a good draft.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever done this good on a draft.
I have to be honest. You're sitting pretty good here.
I appreciate it. What was yours again? What'd you have?
Yeah, the abominable snowman, Hydra, centaur, chupacabra, and Phoenix. I
not-
feel decent about my list.
I
honestly.
think you should feel decent. You brought it back at the end.
Yeah.
Chupacabra's a big play. That's
Yeah.
a big play. You're picking like the really good B list.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The really good
I see.
B list
I see. All right.
options. Whereas like
I did go second, so.
that's true, but like still. What
I don't
comes
know.
first? Bigfoot or the abominable snowman?
That's up to the listeners to decide.
Bigfoot's definitely the A list.
That's up
abominable
to the
snowman.
listeners to decide.
What came first, the chicken or the egg? What came first, Bigfoot or the abominable snowman? That's the question.
Oh, well, was it cold or was it warm first?
Ooh. Was it cold
See,
or was it warm
I
first?
think it might have been cold.
Should we ask ChatGPT? I have it up.
All right.
Was Earth cold first or was it warm first? We need to figure this out. Oh boy, we have an essay. Here we go. Oh, we're screwed. Also, it might be talking a different voice today. I was playing around with it. It's never going to talk. You broke it. What it says. Oh,
Earth was extremely hot
Who's this?
when it first formed around 4.5 billion
I don't
years
know,
ago.
dude.
In its early
I realized-
stages, Earth was a molten mass due to constant bombardment
Okay,
by
yeah, it was
asteroids
hot.
and the heat
Okay, it
from
was hot.
It was
radioactive
hot.
You can
decay.
stop talking now. It was hot, essentially.
Yeah.
So Bigfoot probably came first, but he was probably more of like Phoenix Bigfoot,
Yeah.
right? If like, we're thinking about that. So that was fun. That was a good draft. It was quick.
Yeah.
It was quick.
I you know what? I still feel good because I got statistics on my side. So I'm going to win.
What are you talking? Oh, like previous drafts?
Yeah.
I feel like you're bribing people.
No.
If
I'm not bribing anybody. What are you talking
If
about?
I lose this draft, you've bribed some people that are voting.
I have nothing to offer people.
Still,
My
neither
own,
do I.
my own fiance will vote for you over me just because she thinks it's funny.
I respect that a lot. I respect that so
I'm not
much.
bribing anybody, I promise you.
I don't trust you.
It
Some of
definitely
those-
looks like I am. I know.
Some of those previous drafts, I should have won. When I went back and listened to everything before we started recording this again. There were drafts that I should have won.
The people disagree, man.
Nah. All right. Let's wrap this up with another thing that I'm stealing from the Breadbasket podcast.
Okay.
All right. So, historical events that happened at the same time that don't feel like they should have happened at the same time.
Okay.
I got a list
Yeah, I
of
think I know where you're going with this.
I got a list of a whole bunch. I'm not going to go through all of them.
Yeah, that's cool.
And these are all things that are accurate. Like, they're accurate dates. They're not made up. First one is woolly mammoths were still alive when the Great Pyramids were built.
Wow.
Yeah. That's how they made the pyramids.
No, that's shocking.
Yeah, so woolly mammoths were still roaming in isolated populations around 1650 BCE, which is about 1,000 years after the Great Pyramid of Giza was completed. So they were alive well after Giza was made.
You know, I'm listening to this right now. I didn't realize that the pyramids were that old, actually.
I don't think I realized. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I didn't realize the pyramids were that old or that woolly mammoths were that young.
Yeah.
Or both. Like, I have no idea.
Right.
It's just weird to think about.
That's crazy.
Like, somewhere on Earth, there was woolly mammoths. Well, way more than 1,000 years after the Great Pyramid of Giza was built.
Mm-hmm.
And that thing still exists today, which is wild.
Yeah.
Harvard University,
Okay.
the university itself, was created before calculus existed.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I can believe that one.
Yeah, I'm not going to go into detail on that one. The last guillotine execution in France was executed the same year that Star Wars A New Hope was released.
Wow. That's wild.
They were still executing people with guillotines when Luke Skywalker roamed space. That's crazy.
That is wild.
I'll do one more right now. This one's crazy. This one might be the one that blew my mind the most.
All right.
The fax machine was invented around the same time as the Oregon Trail migration.
Wait, what?
Oregon Trail?
Yeah.
When that happened, the fax machine was invented.
Okay, what year was the Oregon Trail stuff?
1843. That same year, the first group of settlers traveled the Oregon Trail.
And there's a fax machine.
Oh, sorry, the fax machine was made that year.
Yeah.
In 1843.
Wow.
And the Oregon Trail was happening.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild.
I would not think that.
It's
by
wild.
far.
I know. Because when I think fax machines, I think printers.
Yeah.
Right?
No, I'm thinking like 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Like around there.
Maybe
like 19.
Maybe like during World War II.
Yeah.
Like, I think the military could have had it during World War II, which obviously they
did, yeah.
But like 100 years before World War II ended?
Yeah. Don't fax machines work on like through like phone lines?
Yeah.
Was there phones? I'm so confused.
I don't think so.
How did this work? I'm so confused, dude.
When were phones invented? I should know this. This used to be one of my favorite things in history, but I don't remember this stuff anymore. Yeah, Alexander Graham Bell. They'll read it to us.
The first telephone was invented by Alexander Graham Bell in 1876. Bell successfully made the...
All right, I don't need to hear the rest. 1876.
Yeah.
That's 33 years after the fax machine.
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they used the fax machine technology to make the phone work. Who knows?
I don't know.
That's crazy, though.
I don't know. But yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Did you have another one?
Dude, I have so many things on this note document right now. I could do another podcast right now with all the things that I have on here.
Let's bring it back for next episode.
Honestly, I'll delete the rest of the stuff that I've gone through on here, but
I did want to have...
I'm prepped up the wazoo for these episodes right now.
I wanted to have like a quick just discussion about how we thought last week's episode went with the AI.
Oh, we should touch on that. So I think it went really well. I think the episode turned out really well.
Mm-hmm. Did you listen to it back?
I listened to the whole thing in full in the background.
Yeah.
But like obviously I had to do a lot of cutting. For the listeners, I had to do a lot of cutting of silent time between when ChatGPT was processing things. So I listened to the whole thing in detail.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it turned out pretty good. I felt good about it.
Yeah.
So
I loved it personally. I listened to it back too. I thought going into it that it was going to be really like creepy and uncanny.
Yep.
But I feel like it still had enough of a like computer feeling to it where it didn't feel that way.
I think the way that we responded and we interacted with it made it feel good.
Yeah.
I think we could have definitely done it in a way that didn't feel good.
Yeah.
So I think
For
we
sure.
did a pretty good job pulling that off.
Yep. And I'm happy that we got our theme song out of it, which I thought was really nice.
Right? Or at least
Right.
something that resembles
Yeah.
an intro for the time being. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really no feedback from last episode.
That's what I was going to ask. I didn't see anything on there.
There's one comment that said stop chat is scary. It's funny. And then from the episode before where we were talking about grape crystal light and whatnot, and Mackenzie was here, there's some comments we didn't talk about necessarily.
Okay.
Mark said that he's on board with the taco waffle from Nick's episode.
Thank you, Mark.
And
see, I have fans of the taco waffle.
And he also said he's on board with the grape crystal light idea, and grape soda is one of his favorites.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So you and Nick and Mackenzie are just
intelligent. Yeah.
No, you're attacking me.
From that episode also, he left another comment. I haven't read this yet, so I might cut this out.
Okay.
We'll see. But it says, my grandpa once told me that he got to see the Titanic. He warned people not to go just because he knew it was going to sink. No one listened to him and repeatedly warned people. He was then kicked out of the movie theater. Yeah, I'm going to keep that in the episode. That's an impressively bad joke, Mark. And then Jude had a comment on that episode. Again, this is the one with Mackenzie. Said, all right, whatever. Oh, he heard the turbo in his car when he was driving when you said that fast cars go vroom.
Oh, yeah.
So that's some convenient timing. And then he's asking me, the apple pizzas that I was talking about at the Orchards, are they like an actual pizza or are they more like a dessert pizza at Pizza Ranch? The answer to that is they're more like an actual pizza.
Mm.
It doesn't feel overly desserty. It's a sweet pizza. Like, it's definitely a sweet pizza, but I wouldn't classify it necessarily as a dessert. I've had it for literally my lunch before.
Yeah.
Like, it's less desserty, more actual pizza-y. It's so cool.
I know Mark had actually reached out to me personally. He was wondering where you found that.
That apple pizza?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't remember. I need to ask my parents because I can't remember where it was. Yeah, I need to figure that out. This apple pizza conversation is going to go way longer than it needed to go. I'll bring it back up next
It sounds
episode.
good.
Dude, it's nice.
It really does.
It is nice. It is nice.
Yep.
Oh, before we go also, dude, there's a new logo on everything.
Yeah.
How cool is that, dude? It's sweet.
As of the time of this episode going out.
Yeah.
Should be.
New logo on stuff. It has pretty much the same color scheme. It kind of has the same vibe.
Yep.
It's just a little bit less. Like, I'm not using what did I use? Times New Roman for the font. Like, the font's changed up. It's a little bit more fun.
It has a more like cartoony feel to it, I feel like.
Yeah, which I think is nice.
I think it matches the vibe of our potential intro song.
Yeah, I think honestly it's going to mesh pretty okay.
Yeah.
So I hope that stuff looks cool. Also, I just want to dude, I looked at YouTube for the first time today before we started recording. Dude, you've crushed that.
Oh, thank you.
The structure of the YouTube channel and everything is so sick.
I've been working on it hard.
Yeah, man. Like, that's crazy.
Yep.
So,
and our shorts are doing really well on YouTube.
I saw
a few
that.
of them that got multiple thousands of views.
Yeah, I didn't go through those specifically, but I saw that one of them was at like 1.6K.
Yeah.
I was like, that's sick.
Yeah.
So, dude, that's sick.
I just got to figure out how to translate those viewers onto the full-length podcast and get them in. And that probably won't happen, but it would be fun.
That quantity, those clips are short form, and translating viewers from short form to long form is immensely difficult.
Yeah.
And without having like the way you have it structured, though, is nice because it's structured in the format of a podcast channel.
Yep.
Right? So the way that the videos are up, the long form videos, they're ideal for listening.
Yep.
Right? We don't record us for the whole podcast like we do, but we chop it. Like, we're not keeping the whole recording for it because I am not, and I'm sure you're in the same boat, here like comfortable with the camera the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not controlling what I'm doing the whole time. Not that I'm doing anything crazy, but I'm just kind of like chilling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want the camera to get me the whole time that I'm just chilling. So
Yeah. Like today, I'm over here yawning off to the side, trying not to get it into the microphone
Yeah.
like 7 times.
and I'm coughing all over the place. So like, it's whatever. But yeah, dude, the YouTube channel looks crazy good. If you haven't checked it out already, it's there. It looks great.
Yeah, it does.
It's up to date on most things.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, it's sick. Good job.
Oh, thank you.
That's it for this episode, people. We don't have an outro though.
Yeah,
That is
now
the
we're
one
gonna have to
thing.
get on the outro.
I'm just gonna take it. I should just take the whole audio and reverse it, so it's all reversed.
Yeah.
So it's just the same thing plays in reverse, and it sounds so stupid,
That would be fun though.
but it's something. So
We'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Till next week, everybody, or whenever the next one is. Have a good time. Adios. Bye.
Have a good one.